Hello and welcome. I have some bad news. Not entirely sure what exactly happened, but I cannot load any of my saves for Skyrim. I don't know if it's because of the autosave mod that I was using, or if it's some other problem with the load order. But regardless of the reason, I was unable to load any of my saves for at least the last 2 to 3 hours of gameplay. I didn't try going back any further than that, but honestly, if it's that far back, it's probably affecting all of my saves. It's just weird because I know I've loaded some of those saves previously with no issue. So, but that brings us to what do we do now? Well, I've already sort of decided that at some point in the semi-near future, like in a couple of months or so, I was going to basically reinstall the guide from scratch and try and smooth it out a little bit and correct some of my mistakes, um, and hopefully not make new ones. And I was going to wait till the guide had been updated significantly before I do that. Um, so one option is I could just go ahead and do that now. Completely reinstall the guide from scratch. Uh, the problem with doing that now is that at some point the guide will be updated with some significant new mods that will probably require a new game on my part. It's possible it won't, but I'm going on the assumption that I will have to start a new game when I do the major update. So if I do it now, I'll probably have to do it again in a few months. That's not a big issue for me. I don't mind redoing it. Um, and I don't mind starting new characters. In fact, it's probably one of my worst habits is I constantly start new characters, but I've been trying to avoid that for the sake of a Let's Play. Um, Another option is I could just put my Skyrim Let's Play on hold, essentially ending it really because I'll have to start a new character when I do eventually do the reinstall of the guide. But I could go and start a new Let's Play for a different game, more than likely either Fallout 4 or Kingdom Come Deliverance, um, and play that for the couple of months until the guide's updated to a point where I feel um, it's good enough to redo an entire reinstall of the guide. And I will be recording the reinstall of the guide from scratch, mostly to, like I said, to smooth out the errors and make it a little bit more polished. Um, Specifically adding the prerequisites section that I skipped last time. The other option is because I think I'm reasonably certain that the guide itself is stable enough. I'm not sure what happened with my saves, but and either way, I'm going to be removing that um, autosave mod. But and I may try a different one. But um, anyway, I could leave the guide installed as is and just change that one mod and hope that that was the cause of it. If I do that, then I still have to make a new character, but the guide itself won't change until I do the major reinstall in a couple of months. So basically what I'm asking for is opinions. And to that end, I made another straw poll. Option one, reinstall the guide now and maybe again in a few months. Option two, start a new Let's Play for a different game for a few months. Or option three, leave it as is and start a new temporary character for a few months. Um, I'll leave a link to this straw poll in the description of this video, and I'm interested to see what options, and if you have any other options that I haven't considered, feel free to post those in the comments section, either here or in the video. All right. Thank you for listening, and I guess I'll leave this poll up for a few days, maybe a week at most. So at the very least, the videos will be on hold for a week. unless I get a whole bunch of votes really soon, and then I may go ahead and take that as a sign. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time I post a video.